What the fuck is up? Today we are only joined in by 3 people. Those 3 people are me, the Overtourist, and 2 kaedesaigo, also known as the Shed, and also 3 Atsu. Hello guys. Hello.
Why did you add more emphasis on Kaede's name?
I don't know.
Fuck you, Atsu. Reach rank 2, bro.
Rank 2? What the fuck is rank 2?
Reach rank 2?
What the fuck is rank 2, bro? What are you yapping
Rank
about?
1.
Tier 2 sub,
The fuck is
bro.
rank
Tier 2
1?
sub. Tier 1 sub.
If you're not Pokimane tier 3 sub, don't talk to me, bro.
The fuck is
Bro,
rank
you
1?
don't deserve to have your full name said unless you're a tier 3 while I'm not streaming.
No.
Please give me your money. Sadly enough, today Kana is not joining us.
Very sick.
Very bad. Very not good. Very not.
Women
good,
are beating her up on Women's Day.
Yeah, to
Unlucky.
anyone viewing this is probably not going to be uploaded on Women's Day, but this will be uploaded probably in the span of 2 days or more, depending on who edits it.
It's Women's Day today.
It is Women's Day today, guys.
Yeah, at the point of the recording, it
Congratulations
is.
to the women.
He
Yeah,
forgot to add me in the general chat.
I added everyone. Shut up.
He forgot to add me in the general
You
chat.
added-
We're not
Kana
talking about the
twice.
Slumber DC. Yeah, I forgot. I was at work. I was like doing something at the same time. I was like, yeah, Kana and Atsu. And then afterwards,
It's Kana,
me.
Kana.
I just look, it's Kana twice. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But yeah,
No,
happy
obviously
Women's Day
you
to
tried
everyone
to-
that's.
Sorry. No, all I wanted to say is obviously you wanted to just add me on that for Women's Day because my name also starts with a K and an A.
I took his
Yep.
gender.
Yep.
Congratulations.
You guys going?
I'm so proud.
I
But
have no
yeah, Kana is currently liberating some certain world and fuck knows where. She's fighting for
recording videos right
democracy.
now.
She's fighting for democracy, guys. Congratulations.
Bro, she's
Congratulations
truly
to her.
farming fucking content.
She's yeah. But other than that,
What a
we
top
are
G.
well, yeah, we are approaching this podcast with 0 downtime. So we're starting off with a blast. So now what we're going to do is think of topics from the get-go, because
Yep.
we didn't come prepared at all.
A
Actually,
little bit.
no, I don't have a clue. Go on.
Oh, okay.
Do you
I
want
mean,
to
was
start
I
off?
was
Kaede
thinking
say
of
something? Oh. Okay, Kaede, go first.
I was gonna say, did
Before
you
we all
want to?
fucking clash into one another.
You said go first.
Shut the
so
fuck
you
up!
go first.
Shut the fuck up!
All I wanted to say is, did you want to start off? Otherwise, I will. Atsu, I don't mind.
Go.
Okay, well, first of all, I was actually just gonna ask, what is the most down bad you've all ever done? Like, it could be like buying a fucking subscription to OnlyFans, fucking Patreon, stuff like that.
The
But what is the
fuck?
most down bad thing that you've ever done?
Number one thing I'm not doing is paying for something I could get for free. That's one thing. Second thing, I have no idea. Too much to count.
It can even be like a little bit like really like outside of like anything fucking lewd as well.
I mean,
Yeah, but it will be considered like shameful if someone else like found out.
I don't know if what I did would be considered shameful. Maybe to some people. I think most people actually were like, oh yeah, cool, whatever. But it was definitely a very down bad moment for me in my case. It would probably be the one time. So just mini backstory. I used to get bullied very heavily in like school, and I fucked my bully in a threesome. That's probably the most damn bad thing I've ever done.
YouTubers don't have sex, bro. You're lying.
Yeah, my bad. Never mind. I'm a liar. Yeah, that's
Oh
probably
yeah, I
that.
thought we were all 2D. What the fuck? How did he become 3D?
You got a 3D model gun.
Well, actually, you're the only one with one. Actually.
Yeah, I literally started off as that, but
Did now look at you, PNG.
down bad in what terms? Like it can be completely anything. It doesn't have to be loot,
it
right?
it doesn't have to be loot, but if someone else found out, that like it would be considered shameful that you did that.
Just down bad.
So second degree cringe. I have no fucking idea. Atsu, give me another example. Go.
What do you mean? Give you another example. I
I can't
mean,
think of one on the spot. I'm too busy in my fucking brain just trying to
He's
fucking
too much of a
sweep
PUBG.
through.
he doesn't think of that stuff. He doesn't think anything he does is shameful.
No,
I mean-
no. There's plenty of things I think I've done that are shameful, but I just can't figure it out. Probably because all of it is.
His whole life story is just fucking shameful. Holy shit.
Real.
But I mean, I think this was, I think, kind of like a little bit recently as well. Not gonna lie. Yeah, this was like a little bit recently. This was like about last week, I'd say. Because I even made a little tweet about it, and over would like asked like under it, what you do?
Oh.
Yeah, so this was like last week, I think. But
Okay.
essentially on that said day, I essentially made a little post, fucking say I feel ashamed of myself.
I
And-
just wrote, what do you do? What you do? And I didn't get a
Shiro, your mom.
response.
No, Shiro, your mom.
Oh, right.
But
Fuck you for that.
yeah, you're welcome, bitch. But essentially what it was. Okay,
His mom.
this is actually a little bit difficult for me to explain. But essentially, it was a fucking Patreon. And in this said Patreon, this artist posts like NSFW artwork of characters. And I saw it on my timeline one day, and I really, for some odd reason, needed to see this full-on artwork. I really desperately
Full-on porn, or-
like you can see what's how do I, it's like a mix between like there is action going on and just straight up just posing.
Action is coming.
And it was like it was essentially this one fucking character I needed to desperately see, because I never see like people like post artwork of this character. And so I look into my wallet, right? The subscription was like what, like $5 a month. And I told myself, well, if it's just $5 that I could get 5 iced coffees from McDonald's, but I already have caffeine here at home, fuck it.
Are you proud of your purchase?
Honestly, not gonna lie, it made me have a little bit of thoughts afterwards, but not too many. And then afterwards, I just continued scrolling through Twitter, knowing that I made a questionable purchase.
I think I remember. For me personally, well, now everyone's gonna fucking find out, right? But when I was like still playing Elsword, which was like between the age of 13.
Boy, that far back.
Oh
What does this
boy.
guy do?
Oh no. Actually, a couple of things on Elsword. Now I remember everything. Oh god, it's all coming together. It's amazing, the numbers. So basically, one of the first things, which is a bit more tamer, is just like in Elsword there was once a certain time, and like fuck knows when, I was like 13, I was getting into it, and there were like arena rooms you could join in with other people in it and all that stuff. I noticed one that said RP at the start. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So I went in there.
Rockstar points. He means Rockstar points.
I can see where this is going.
No, it's not that bad. But there was just like, it's I joined in and people were like putting fucking asterisks everywhere, like oh, do these, do that. I'm like, oh, they're acting. Hey, yo, I'll fuck with this heavy. So I proceed to. So at first I joined in with one of the characters called Raven. And he looked edgy as fuck. I loved how he fucking was designed and all that. So I was like, all right, I'll play the cool ass guy who was very powerful and all that stuff. I did that. It was pretty fun. And then I kept doing it constantly. I was playing this fucking edgy guy who was like, don't worry, I'll handle it, bro. I think this was also around the fucking same time where fucking Sword Art Online was just like everywhere. And was like,
when it like first came out, right?
Yeah, around that time. And you could see half of the fucking player base just be called Kirito 111 XX Kirito XX, and I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna play.
X is at the beginning and after.
I'm gonna be cool and mysterious, even though I'm just autistic. But I did that for a bit. Until those rooms fucking started dying off, then I just didn't have it. Then another one, I don't know, I was just talking to one person who I assumed was a woman on L-Sword, and I don't know why I was trying to score pity points, but but I went out of my way, was talking normally, then I'm like, I don't know how to say this, and she's just like, oh, what's up? And then I was like thinking, which one should I go for? Should I say that, oh, should I say, oh, you know, I recently like got into a bit of an accident where
Which traumatic experience should I tell this girl? Holy shit.
I was fucked up. Don't be riz, bro. Trauma riz. But I was like thinking, either I should say I got like some sort of fucking scar and I'm deathly afraid of seeing my own blood, or two, my family died. So I chose the latter.
My family dead. Oh god.
So I said both of my parents are dead. Very fucking bad.
You want
and
to
then
go
afterwards
out?
I did, and then afterwards I got a McDonald's, but but in general, I made this random person who I've only known for a day just be like, yeah, my parents are dead, bro, lol. Then it's just like, I'm so sorry, dot. And I'm just like, it's okay. It was fucked. I didn't like. I afterwards I was just like, shit, I should have gone for the blood one. And then afterwards I just continued on my day. I was gone for the other card. I was 13 or 14 or whatever the fuck. I was just like, I don't fucking care anymore. I'm just gonna go ride my BMX and pick my nose, bro. Fuck.
You were a kid, so it makes sense.
So for someone who, fun fact, for someone who fucking liked to ride his BMX around, I didn't know jack shit for tricks. I didn't even have the little fucking tube thingies where you have it on the back and the front where you can actually do tricks. I just ride it like a normal bike,
bro,
around my neighborhood.
Bro.
It was terrible. It was terrible. But
it didn't make me feel cool.
But in general, you know, time moved on. I just now remembered this. I just thought of L-Sword and I'm just like, wait. So yeah, there's my story. Now that people know about it, fuck it, bro. I was a fucking little child and I didn't know what the fuck was up. Now I ain't got no emotion. I'm lying, bro.
Now he's grown up and now he has to deal with 3 pictures in his DMs.
Yeah, but that happened. If it happens to that happened. Yeah, that happened. A lot of other shameful things probably
apologies
happened.
to the fucking girl that fucking got the trauma dumping from Over.
Probably a man, but you know, we moved.
Probably, but it is what it is.
Yeah, it is.
Rule number 1, people on the internet. Until proven otherwise, the guy. Always go by that center.
Here's proof to graveyard.
No, I'm not talking about your fucking dead, your imaginary dead parents, bro. I'm not talking about them. I'm talking about whatever.
But yeah, speaking of the BMX part, I remember. Oh, actually, no. Not another thing, and I think it's more of like a just boys being boys sort of fucking thing, where just like I'd collect cool looking sticks, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I.
God, that is such a fucking.
No. Listen.
I feel you.
So, I collected cool looking sticks. And I pretended like I was doing some sort of I used to watch a fuck ton of anime back then as well. And I was just like doing my own thing. I was just doing a fuck ton of things. I was just like swinging around, doing like these sword poses and fucking just going around, just pretending like I'm cool as shit. Fucking Kudo steak near the fucking river. Bro, I am taking it and I'm making sure that bitch dries up. I had one main stick that I constantly went back to, and I used extra materials on it from my dad's fucking garage, which he specifically told me not to use. And I just basically like, I want a black sword. So I combined 3 fucking sticks together. What was those? I cut off one end of a fucking tiki torch. I cut one end off of a tiki torch where it still had the sharp one, combined it with 2 other fucking sticks, and I was just like, oh my god, I am like a raven from El Sword, bro, where he has that fucking sword backwards and he's standing all cool. And I was just happy with life at that point. Afterwards, when my parents found out about it, my dad wasn't happy at all because he needed some of those fucking things for his sports shit. So I used electric tape to bind it together. I used all of the electric tape to use on my sticks, and I was so happy. I felt so powerful at that point until he burned it, all of it, to the ground.
Holy shit.
Lucky bro. But I do feel you with I don't think I know a guy who did not do the stick thing. Every single guy I know picked up a stick when they were a fucking kid and thought they were some kind of knight, some kind of character from some kind of game, or whatever.
Yeah.
And it just swung around as if it was a sword or something else, like whatever fucking weapon you wanted.
Ooh, shiny stick.
Yeah, no, I'm not even kidding. Every fucking guy I've met has done this, and it's a universal thing for no fucking reason. There's probably some guys who haven't, right? Sure, but basically
it's a fucking
everyone,
universal thing.
basically everybody has done it when it comes to guys. Pretty sure there's probably a lot of, maybe some women. I've not heard many women do that, but you know, maybe they are.
They were too obsessed with Barbie Princess Sparkle time instead. Or Chia Pet.
Oh my god.
Nah,
I mean, I think okay, no, because this was in school where a guy would any fucker that had like the biggest stick around school, like out in the pool, like like back out in the fucking like playground, right? They were considered like the fucking top G of the whole like fucking grade. And
yeah.
there were and essentially every single time after fucking recess, the person with like the big stick would have to like hide it like in a good hiding spot, so that way no other fucking kid could get it, because if they do, they now became like the top G of the fucking school.
We got double.
That's how it was. I remember it that much. And at some point there was this fucking kid that found the stick, right? And essentially the fucking previous owner, I guess, of the stick like walked in on the kid finding like the stick. He hit it, and that guy essentially tackled the other fucking kid for his stick back.
Real.
You know what? Real. actually real.
It's like capture the fucking point, bro.
No. And this is where it gets good, right? This is where it gets good.
Alright.
Where the fucking previous owner had like a gang of kids around him with like their own sticks as well, right? And the person that found the stick as well also had a gang of kids with sticks.
Oh, gang wars.
It was a little fucking gang war outside the playground over a fucking big stick.
Gang war.
He wasn't blood. He wasn't blood.
But essentially a teacher found out that there was like a fucking quote unquote like kid gang war on the playground. So eventually they fucking confiscated like the big stick. But the thing is, but the fucking thing is though, even if the big stick got fucking confiscated, right? There would still be another stick that was like, I guess like almost the same length as the previous stick. So it really never really actually ended. The stick just kept getting smaller, if anything.
What the fuck?
But in general, it's just like those were the most hype fucking things in general for me. I fucking love doing that. It's like around the same time I started getting fucking hobbies, and I was just collecting sticks, bro. And then afterwards, like when my like best buddy came over, I was just like, I have to show you something. He's just like, all right, show me. And I just felt like a fucking merchant from Resident Evil 4, where fucking Leon approaches and he's just like, I got wares, and I just show my stick collection, bro. He's just like, I'm just like, which one do you want? Mine is the black one.
Dude, even back then you were into great swords. I swear to God, you have not changed.
No, I fuck heavy with the fucking great swords, bro. In general, it's just like, one, he has fucking big sword. He's compensating for something real. Me, bro. Listen, if no one's gonna do the talking, the big fucking sword will. Okay, that's all I heard to it.
Jesus Christ.
That is also why I played when I played Final Fantasy The City on the PSP, I always picked Cloud.
Dumb.
Cloud was fucking cool as fuck though, if we're gonna be fair.
No, the Cydia was fucking banger after they released the fucking new update for the Cydia on the PSP. That one was dog shit. The original the Cydia, this Cydia Discord or whatever the fuck it was called. Now that was fucking banger. I didn't know what half of the fucking items did. I could barely understand a lick of fucking English, and I'm just like, oh, I'm suddenly beating the last I'm suddenly beating chaos, and then I'll fucking know.
I mean, the second Dissidia game basically was just the first Dissidia game plus an added story. So you could just play the first Dissidia game and also the second game at the same time on the second thing. That's just the main difference. I will say though, the second game, like, just if we're talking about specifically the story, the story was weaker and the gameplay was also kind of meh. But the very first Dissidia was definitely fucking goated. It's I always thought it was funny though, because like almost every single kid I remember, I always felt weird for it thinking about it nowadays, but I know there's a bunch of other kids like me back then as well, but almost every single kid always went for like the big stick or whatever. I always went for like the dual shit, like for daggers type shit. I always thought speed was fucking I was always more into speed every single time. No matter what it was, I thought being fast was the coolest fucking thing. And I didn't care about a slow ass big ass sword. Doesn't matter if it's big and slow and makes a lot of damage, right? If you can't hit the target, it doesn't matter. That's the way I always looked at it. And that mentality stays true till today. I just enjoy really fast classes in almost every single game.
He was playing Neon.
Peacekeeper, Afira, and fucking. Then the other one, which I'm quite surprised about, Warmonger.
Yeah, well, she has a great sword technically, or a long sword, whatever you want to say, but she has a lot of mobility. yeah, but like, you know, you get what I mean. It's like she still has a lot of mobility and utility around that thing, and that's the reason why I enjoy it. She's not a slow, like just a slow fucker. She's annoying to deal with, and that's the other place that I enjoy it. It's just being annoying. That is what it is.
But in general, good phase. But afterwards, we discovered something much greater, something much higher above what we expected life could be. Something so much better, so much cooler. And that, my friends, is an addiction to porn.
Oh,
I thought this guy was gonna fucking say Raid Shadow Legends for I don't know what fucking reason.
We're not sponsored, no.
I really thought he was gonna go there. I was gonna say, bro, are we sponsored one?
This is gonna be the most degenerate. Like, I'll be honest. When I first discovered that sport, I'll keep it PG. I'll keep it PG. All right.
Yeah, use food examples instead.
All right.
Porn doesn't matter anymore, buddy.
Yeah,
I already talked about fucking. It doesn't matter. Just continue, bro.
Yeah. But in general, when jerking off was discovered by the greatest man alive, not me, it changed me for the worst. I know for a fact it changed me for the fucking worst. Because when I first discovered it, I was just like, wait, I have the power to just ooze, bro.
Bro, why did you choose those fucking words?
bro,
Oozy.
bro, I could literally, bro, my Johnson was seminating, bro. It was crazy.
What the fuck?
Bro.
But no, ever since that was discovered, it created a whole ongoing sort of fucking issues that later led down into my life. When I recently, when I was like, I think I was 13 when I discovered the meta.
The fuck,
The
bro?
fucking meta? There's a meta?
I don't know what the fuck this guy's yapping about.
There's a fucking meta?
He's lost the sauce, bro. He's somewhere
Does the
else.
fucking patch change every single goddamn time? Holy shit.
I don't know, bro.
So what
New patch
cartoon
out.
channel did you guys watch?
What cartoon channel?
What was your number one go-to? Were you guys during that phase where it's just like, first you were watching Disney Channel, then afterwards they were rebranding to Disney XD?
Unfortunately, I mean, I know.
was there. I was fucking there.
Like, I
walked in.
know a lot of I know I got made fun of about this when I was in school for it, like in very like young age, because a lot of kids like consider like if you watch Disney, you're part of like the cool kids.
Okay.
That was like considered that. And the thing is,
Nickelodeon?
no, I wasn't even watching that either, man. Instead, I was like sitting there like watching fucking Cartoon Network, like, damn, man, this show honestly kind of cool.
That was goated. Samurai Jack on there?
I remember like you were like sitting like down on my living room couch as well, like just fucking like just staring at the TV, like thinking like, damn, man, Samurai Jack's honestly quite cool. I don't know what the fuck kids are talking about on Disney Channel.
Nah, I switched between them. It was just like when there was nothing good happening on Cartoon Network, or just like there were shows that I didn't particularly enjoy, I just switched to Disney XD because sometimes they had Bakugan on there.
Oh yeah, I mean at some point it was a Cartoon Network thing if I'm not mistaken. Bakugan was a Cartoon Network thing.
Oh, okay, then when there was nothing on Disney,
unless it became a Disney XD thing, then I don't know, because I know the first season of Bakugan was like Cartoon Network thing.
Do when the odds are stacked against you, back against the wall.
I literally fucking miss when Pokemon was still on Cartoon Network, like in the morning. Like holy shit.
The first ever anime I finished was Bakugan, and I somehow was able to see every single episode on Cartoon Network.
I know the whole lore.
I was just like, hey yo, I finally finished something, and then I felt empty because I knew what happened.
It's done. There's no more.
It's the equivalent of finishing a game you really were into, and then it's just like it's over. It's done. Nothing.
There's
What are
no
you gonna
more.
do now? There's nothing to compare to that.
I mean, I guess afterwards, wasn't it Beyblade that took over Bakugan like right afterwards?
I didn't fucking watch that. I fucking hated Beyblade.
That's wild.
Bro, I wanna see Dragon.
I want to see
mean-
Lucifer become a big animal.
I mean, technically, we still have Dragoon and Beyblade, especially in the first season, so it's not that far off. But you know, fair enough.
I just hated the fact that they were just like spinning things, bro. I just want to see fucking Draco Malfoy just go onto the Bakugan
What the
card
fuck?
and just fucking rip ass, bro. That's my favorite part. Especially, yeah.
I mean,
Uh-huh.
I mean, the show is still technically going on, but they changed a lot of things around the series.
Oh no, definitely.
Beyblade or
No, Bakugan.
I
Like
didn't
the
know
series
this was
is
being
still
continued.
technically continuing. I believe it's
Wait,
now-
it's still continuing?
It is still continuing on Disney XD, but it's not the same anymore. It looks really different.
Bakugan Evolutions. Well, who the fuck is this main character, bro?
I don't know
Yeah,
about this either.
they're trying to revive the series again.
There is Bakugan Legends. Nah, this looks mid. Give me back my original shit, bro. I love the main characters there.
Well, their story is done at this point, buddy.
I don't fucking care. They need to fucking remake that shit right now.
He's about to become an esports pro on Bakugan.
Bro, the best fucking gift I got during that period was literally a fucking Bakugan, bro. And they had the little my best friend got me a fucking like a set of it, not a set of it, but it's just like a couple of cards and then two fucking like those little figurines where it's just like you roll them onto the card to get the magnetic bottom of it,
Yeah.
and it opens up when it rolls onto the card. I fucking love that to bits, bro. And then I just lost them at one point. I don't know where they went.
Oh,
Sad time.
damn.
I even know who fucking gave it to me, so you know, there's that.
I mean, it's not that Bakugan's bad now. I only like watched like one episode of it. I guess really all I could say is that it ain't for me personally, because again, it's a fucking kids show. But I think it's just disheartening that they changed a lot of the elements around Bakugan. That's
Yeah.
all I will say.
In general, I think like nowadays the shit that kids are growing up right now is like fucking Coco Melon or whatever the fuck. Very PG, very 3D. There's no animation to anything. All they do is just move a certain character in a fucking X, Y, and Z axis.
They use
on
Photoshop for all their episodes.
on fucking Blender, whatever the fuck. And we just got full-on animation for everything. You got anime, you got fucking Samurai Jack, you got fucking Robo Boy, and fucking all. You guys remember Robo Boy?
That rings a bell. Hold
vaguely.
on.
I don't really, but I think I remember it sort of.
Hold
But,
on. Hold on.
to
Wait, I do
just,
know this character. Hold on.
To just go back to what you said because of the animation and it going more into the 3D direction. It has a lot to do
Was
with
it
the
Robo
fact
Kid?
that
It was-
No,
CG,
Robot Boy.
Yeah.
Robot Boy.
CG overall is cheaper.
Yeah, it is.
So they just over time you can. This is one of the big reasons as well in anime why people try to add in CG more. And then there was this like time period where people were like seeing CG and it was really bad. Nowadays we're getting into like the thing where CG actually kind of looks good. For some, not all animes. But yeah, no, CG is just cheaper, and so people do that because there's different ways of being able to do that. It's also less time consuming from what I remember. I could be wrong on that, but yeah. Because a lot
I
of the times
mean-
an animated show
Gen
is
chat.
like animated
Gen chat.
on like
Oh.
twos and so on and so forth, right? So it's like you have to draw each fucking frame. And that takes a lot of
Yeah,
time
but
and
it-
effort.
At
Yeah,
the same time, it's just like like I get that. I completely understand that, but it's just we had so much. We had so much. We were spoiled to shit by showing what is good. There was only good on Cartoon Network and Disney XD, bro.
Yeah.
Only good. Except for Hannah Montana.
I don't like
Hannah Montana.
Like, I don't think how do I say, because even like because I watched the video on this like literally like the other fucking night where a person that does Blender stuff on YouTube was like trying to recreate a scene from, I think, The Shining. I think that's what the movie's called.
Okay.
Is that what it's called? I don't know. It was a horror movie, like a really old horror movie, where it was an elevator scene where the elevator opened and blood came out, and he was trying to recreate that in Blender. And as he was like recreating it, he was saying how like the director had like a bunch of like retakes of the scene, because when the elevator opened and blood came out, that was actually all real. Not the blood part, obviously. It's like fucking water with like no.
They killed how many people? They killed.
How much blood did they fucking waste for this one scene?
Bro, they just pull up. It was just like, sorry, that cut didn't make it. Kill like 10 other fucking people.
Yeah, no. It was like just water with like a bunch of like fucking food coloring, and it was red.
Yeah.
That's it. But essentially, they couldn't at all get that scene right, and they kept trying to like pray to God that the fucking scene came out correctly, and then one day it miraculously fucking did, and it's the scene that they needed. And so essentially the Blender guy essentially just continued saying how like if they were to make a recreation of the movie again, they most likely wouldn't use actual like water with like food coloring again, because that would take way too much money to do, and as well also have to clean it all up afterwards if you did not get the scene correctly. But yeah, no, in general, CGI has been really relied on for not even like just cartoons and anime. It's also as well happening a lot frequently in movies, which is why a lot of critiques nowadays are very like critical on CGI mainly, because obviously like I guess it's considered shameful if you rely on CGI for like critical parts of like a film, I suppose.
Depends, really. I guess it really depends on, I guess, the way it's used and other things. It's just like if it's too obvious that it's CG and it just looks, if it doesn't look that great, usually that's when the criticism happens. Yeah, that's just kind of that. Like if it's obvious that it's CG, then yeah, then it just takes you out of the immersion of it because of various factors, right? But
it's not real.
I mean, at the end, the main reason why people do it is it's more cost efficient and it takes less work.
Yeah.
That's really just what it is. Not undermining the people who did go into CG, but like if we're going back to the animation part for a second, if you make a character through Blender, right, it takes a lot of effort to make that model and so on and so forth. I understand, like I'm not undermining that part, but after everything is done, all you do is you run that character and you run it through a sequence, and that's it. An artist, an animator, will have to draw every single frame depending on how many frames, like on how many frames they animate. If they animate by, basically no animator will ever like animate by ones, so usually you will see by twos and or other factors, right? But I think by twos is a very common factor. So it, like at the end of the day, like that means for a single, like for that single, like you're drawing so many different things for like every second frame there is a drawing for it that continues, and that takes a fucking ton of effort. It's a lot.
Like I think a good example of that is Jujutsu Kaisen, the second season, I think, where I think it was the final episode, something like that. I do not fucking know, because I have not at all fucking continued watching Jujutsu Kaisen yet. But essentially, it's the scene that everyone keeps talking about, where a lot of animators poured their heart and soul into like I think a 2-minute fight scene, and that's.
They remember they work for Bappa.
Well, okay, yeah, that's my fault.
I don't fucking know like how long the whole scene is, but essentially it was like a bit of a long scene, and then once the episode aired out, I think animators were coming out saying how like they needed to take a break from like continuing work because they got like carpal tunnel on their hand, as well as like they weren't getting paid enough as well to do like small like frameworks as well in between the scenes, which honestly I can see why Jujutsu Kaisen second season won anime of the year. I can see why. At the same time, it's I guess just a difficult situation all in all, because again those animators are under a strict deadline to get an episode out, and obviously you want to have all the scenes perfect as you can, but seeing that they got extremely overworked for like a 2-minute scene to get under like a certain deadline, that just puts a lot of stress on everyone, I guess, to put it that way.
Yeah, I mean in general that's a very huge thing when it comes to the Japanese like scene regarding anime as well as manga, right? And like mangakas, it's a very like you see that a lot, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of mangakas that will completely fuck up their health for months on end just to meet deadlines. Like these fuckers are drawing multiple panels of like and scenes of like 20 to 25 pages plus, and they usually either are alone or in a small team. Some of them do this alone, and they do this every week, and they need to meet deadline. It takes a fuck ton of effort, and it's why it's a like almost, you see this a lot. Like there's people who die from overworking, there is people who go to the hospital for like a year, they're stressed the fuck out, they get tumors, whatever. Like it's very bad health wise, and it's been a thing for a long time, but that's what the industry is expecting of you in that scene. It's extremely fucking harsh. And then like that would go into a completely different thing of like work environment regarding Japan, which I mean we don't need to talk about it. We all know it's not the best by the fact that people are literally committing suicide for overworking. So yeah.
I mean, this is also just kind of like cutting into like a bit of a different topic, but yeah, no, there's also like kind of puts in regards with what is happening with the Niji Sanji contract as well, which obviously we're gonna get to, but we want to continue talking more about this. So I also as well want to, now that we kind of are touching on the topic of mangaka, I do want to give my respects to Akira Toriyama, which he recently has passed away.
R.I.P.
Yesterday night for me. And honestly, that is disheartening for me to see my fucking childhood.
Wait, no. I think he was proclaimed dead yesterday, but I think he's been dead since March 1st, right?
Is this about
the announcement came out yesterday?
Or...
Yeah.
Oh, R.I.P. King.
Yeah.
R.I.P. Goat.
It was like big news everywhere, man. I think at some point even some of the news outlets here like were even like mentioning his death recently as well.
I mean, Dragon Ball Z, like regardless of what you feel about how the anime or the manga or whatever is of like quality wise, right?
Yeah.
It is undeniable to say that it had one of the biggest impacts on culture everywhere.
Community.
Yeah.
Yeah, that too. Fuck off. No, but in general, like the masses everywhere. It hit them in Europe, it hit them in America very heavily, it hit them in South America very fucking heavily. And I know, Atsu, you know that as well, like me. Like I know for a fact, you and me both, when we were little fucking kids, were watching Dragon Ball Z in fucking Spanish on TV. Both of us. I know for a fact you did.
Okay,
know for a fact.
do you want me to be truthful? No, they were not in Spanish.
Yeah.
There was a channel for it to put it in Spanish, but it was at the time that I was trying to learn English.
Yeah.
And I
But
literally got
regardless-
all my information off of Dragon Ball.
Regardless, you also watched Dragon Ball Z as a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. It as dumb as it sounds, it's almost Hispanic culture to watch Dragon Ball Z. I'm not even kidding. But yeah, no, it's yeah, Dragon Ball Z was a fucking titan, regardless of what your feelings on the show is. Yeah, no, I mean it is a titan, but like for its time, the way it like hit everybody. Like nowadays, a lot of people are trying to like undermine it and so on, so saying like, oh, the story isn't that great, blah blah, whatever. Regardless, it doesn't matter. It was extremely fucking popular. It hit everybody very heavily, like everywhere. Like it was popular, and it is one of the biggest animes, period. Regardless of how you feel about it, had some of the most impact in the world. And
I don't know why that there was a post earlier. Sorry for cutting you off here, real quick.
Okay.
But this was a post I quickly stumbled upon on my fucking Twitter timeline where it just read along the lines of like Dragon Ball Z was so big. When Toriyama's passing got announced, the cartel fucking stopped whatever they were doing for the whole day in respects to fucking Toriyama.
Oh,
No fucking way, really?
Oh,
Dude, I don't know how true. I
God.
do not know how true that is. I'm gonna assume it's not real, because and some part of me doubts it, but at the same time, because Dragon Ball Z was big in fucking Mexico,
Pero tú sabes
I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
They stopped their operations for one day in respect to Toriyama.
Bro, they were just like
Goku the goat.
you know, we do a lot of fucked up things, right? Yes, we do. But the Japanese guy though, you gotta stop.
Dude, Goku would have wanted it differently.
What the fuck? Like, I don't know how true that is. I really do not think it's true. But again, I
mean,
really wouldn't doubt it.
The thing is, and I'm on your side on that, is I don't want to think it's true. But knowing our people, there's a good possibility that that's the case.
Okay, I fucking found it again. I literally found it again.
There's a good
Post this in the
possibility.
podcast.
Please, I hope it's a hoax.
I really hope so too, Brent. It's in the podcast room.
Wait, let me look
No
into this.
fucking way.
Let me look into this, bro. I need to. Is this a hoax?
There's more.
Someone wrote, ain't no other anime doing this shit, bro.
I mean, talking about it, as said before, it like has it had impact. Like if this is true, this is even more. This goes even further into the statement that I said. This anime had such a fucking huge impact on the world, regardless of how you feel about it.
Bro. Holy fuck. It's even on Instagram too. Holy fuck.
I'm gonna look this up because there's no source, right? So this is just
It's just straight up just coming out from fucking Twitter.
Yeah, it's
Take it
just
as you will,
source
man.
just me. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm gonna look up source.
I doubt it. I really want to doubt it. I really truly do.
Check, did Mexican cartels announce ceasefire?
F-150s right now.
Temporarily.
Bro.
It's a hoax. It's a hoax. Okay, yeah.
Thank fucking god, man. Like, what the hell? But the one Japanese guy.
Trust me, bro.
Yeah,
It's
it's a hoax. But like, the fact stands. I know it's I don't want to believe it, and the chances of it are slim. But knowing our people, there is a chance for that having happened. Like, actually.
Guys, hold on. The Japanese guy died.
Please.
It really shouldn't be a funny matter, man, but it's like something that could be believable.
There is a chance it could actually happen with our people, bro. Like, Dios mío, bro. It's wild.
Dios mío. But yeah, no, again, my respects and condolences to Toriyama's family and as well to his close friends and whatnot. But yeah, no, that was a tragic day yesterday. That has fallen upon us.
R.I.P. the goat.
Yeah, but we can now move on now from all this quick anime talk to now talking to even more weep stuff, I guess.
I'll get some water real quick. One sec.
Yes, you go do that. Anyways, I fucking hate that guy over there.
Oh.
Yeah, but we can just, I'm just gonna quickly just give out a quick backstory essentially of what the fuck I'm talking about. But essentially this is just Niji Sanji drama coming out again. I wouldn't even call it drama anymore at this point, man. This is just a legal matter at this point. I know a lot of people are probably just gonna fucking call it drama, but really it's not even drama at this point. It's like a fucking serious like legal like issue now. But essentially a YouTuber legal mindset got
That's
information
name, right?
Yeah, that's their name, legal mindset.
Okay.
And essentially they got emailed, I guess, from a former talent or current talent of Niji Sanji of their contract with them. And the YouTuber was able to show the contract legally because it's not signed, so it's not considered confidential. So legally, he can show the contract as long as it's unsigned. But essentially, he goes over the whole contract. He does a whole great breakdown of it. I do suggest to watch that video if you have the 4-hour time for it. Really, it essentially got the 4 hours. He just breaks down the whole contract one by one.
Link it in the description.
Yeah.
Can we upload it?
Yeah, I will. But
I can read a bit of the contract right now. Someone broke it down.
I'll quickly post it again because I just pulled it up right now.
I mean, of course this is Reddit, but I mean,
it's not even from Reddit either. I don't know why people are saying it's coming from Reddit.
No, it's not coming from Reddit, but it's just like a guy made a post summarizing it.
Yeah.
Summary.
So this guy states that he is not a lawyer, especially not a Japanese lawyer, can't guarantee the contract is genuine, etc.
I posted the whole thing on the podcast room.
As for payment, most stuff is subject to separate agreements. However, the contract does cover super chats and maybe sponsorships. In this case, after any potential cuts taken by YouTube and or Apple, Niji Sanji takes a cut of 50%. Any income made as a VTuber has to go through Niji. Niji Sanji may compel the liver to purchase anything the company considers required to the work, but will only reimburse up to 200k yen, which is equivalent to $1,333 US.
Nothing.
Talents must provide certain information to Niji Sanji. This may be a mistranslation for personal information. However, in the contract as written, this is in theory requires the liver to turn over nearly any information Niji Sanji wants. Livers are under an obligation to cooperate, including attending meetings, etc. Livers must procure materials. This is in those little fucking 2 dots, whatever the fucking
quotation marks.
Yeah, quotation marks.
Under their own cost and responsibility. They may not be used for any other purpose, be altered, reproduced, or transferred, but still belongs to Niji Sanji. If a liver somehow does gain copyright over anything, it's immediately transferred to Niji Sanji. Once the contract ends, livers need to return everything they've used in their work. seems to be written to include any of their personal property they use, if any. Livers are contractually prohibited from streaming a long list of stuff, including images that induce bullying, harassment of a third party, images that may cause trouble or comfort to a third party, or anything Niji-sanji considers inappropriate. If a liver is suspended or terminated, Niji may terminate livers at any time without reason. They owe a penalty equal to 50% of income through this contract for an unspecified period if they specifically breach the list of things they cannot stream. The penalty is equal to the amount of money they made while in breach, or the amount they made in the prior 12 months, whichever is higher. Niji-sanji does not guarantee that lovers make any money at all. Niji doesn't guarantee anything at all, really. Notably, it's the liver's responsibility to know if any given thing is legal, to deal with copyright strikes, or to deal with disputes with vendors or artists. Niji specifically limits any amount they will pay for the liver for breach of contract on their side to the money and talent made in the previous 6 months, even in cases where Niji-sanji has been intentionally or grossly negligent. However, if a liver causes any amount of monetary damage to Niji-sanji, they need to repay that in full. If disputes, including legal disputes, arise between livers, Niji-sanji must be notified, but otherwise does not do anything. They do not meditate or mitigate. If a liver is terminated, they must turn over any deliverable on which work has already started, MVs, etc. Niji-sanji may amend the contract, and the liver is assumed to have agreed if they don't object in 14 days, or if they pretty much do anything in their VTuber persona. Note that Niji-sanji dictates the communications channels and may comply a liver to do things like tweet. So they say make contractually compel a liver to tweet some random things, thus agreeing to contract amendments they didn't even know exist. Also, most of the contract is specified as as surviving the end of the contract, though not the provision that provides for the rest surviving, so who knows if that's actually effective. Edit. I apparently forgot to mention that Niji-sanji gets to specify from where livers may do their job, even though it's fully remote by definition. There doesn't seem to be any restrictions on this, so if a liver happens to piss off management, I hope they're happy having to stream from the moon or to be in breach of contract. Edit 2. I somehow didn't think about this until now, but consider that much of a payment structure is subject to additional agreements. More specifically, these are individual agreements between each liver and the company. There's a non-zero chance that this is the case because they try to lowball each individual liver. If everyone got the same proportions, it would not be possible for them to potentially get people to accept lower rates. Though it's worth noting that it is pure speculation. And edit 3, so apparently this is being shared on other sites now. I've seen it on Twitter at least. I want to make it clear that everyone is invited to do as they wish, but I would ask anyone doing so, link back here, since some of more complex horror of this contract only came out in discussion. This post was made by Roderick 3 days ago on r/Niji-sanji.
Not the fucking official Niji-sanji Reddit, bro.
No, our Niji-sanji, the poster is Roderick.
Yeah.
You /Roderick.
Yeah, but
okay.
on the official Niji-sanji subreddit.
It's on the official
That's what she
Reddit.
said.
Dude, I don't know how no one's fucking moderating that fucking subreddit. Like, I really do not know why.
I mean,
I generally could have sworn there were moderators on that fucking Reddit subreddit.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Niji already dug themselves too deep that I don't think they can really even do anything. They need to be transparent about this kind of shit to even try and come back. I don't know. But, like, the fact that if you get terminated for whatever fucking reason, you
Congratulations, you're now in debt to them.
Yeah, you already only make at most 50% of the thing after, and they don't really add any support, meaning you have to buy your quote-unquote own materials, meaning stream assets, everything, right? You're the one to pay for it. Well, you're basically an indie that gets cut off.
You're an indie with extra steps.
with extra debuffs as well.
Yeah, with like initial marketing, and that's about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like that's it. It's so wild to me that's like the fact that the moment you get terminated, you basically owe 50% of the thing that you made, meaning at max, you, for whatever reason you got terminated, at maximum you will have 25% of your earnings if you get terminated.
Yeah, and as well, the earnings that you get as you're streaming, sponsorships, whatever, however the hell you're getting income from within EG Sanji, it's going back into the company first, and then they give whatever they believe you do earn. So let's say like you fucking make, I don't know, like $100 one stream. It has to go through them first, and once it's done going through them, you're fucking lucky if you even fucking get back like $15.
$2 bill. Take it or leave it.
Bro, if I understand this correctly, if I were to be part of Niji Sanji, they would have a hell of a time getting through our fucking lawyers, bro. Because like, even when it comes to the fucking gambling scene, right? Here, I know this is kind of off topic, but this is something I read. A lot of people wanted to sue a certain gambling company that is here. And they just couldn't because it's located in Latvia. They're just like, we can't fucking sue them because they live here. Why? No one knows. So if they were to do anything in regards to me, good luck, bro. Good luck.
I mean,
I'm not sure how true this is or not, but you know, you can be the judge of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm, again, this is also just hypothetical. I'm pretty sure with my country, that contract, I don't even think my country would even like, they would laugh at it and be like, nah, you gotta change it.
Yeah, no. Here in the almighty fucking USA,
they don't care.
If this were shown in court, this would immediately get thrown into the fucking bin. And they, in fact, they'd even fucking contact the company and laugh at their face like, okay, Lamau, give me the actual contract. That was a funny joke. But yeah, no, this whole contract in itself is illegal here in America. And considering some of these talents are located in America, this is fucking illegal to do.
Is it?
It is.
I'm pretty sure American contracts are very fucked in general itself. Like there's a lot of very shitty contracts.
There are shitty contracts, but unfortunately it actually does fall under being lawful. I will admit that. Okay. But considering with Niji Sanji, this is just illegal. And obviously as well, this whole contract is, I'm assuming, AI translated from, if I remember correctly, well, from what it said in the actual contract itself, that the whole contract is AI translated. So essentially the original contract is in Japanese, and the contract Legal Mindset got was all AI translated, so that way actual US lawyers can read it. But going through it like one by one, the fact that okay, depending on how you enter in Niji Sanji, let's say you come into Niji Sanji, you have a shitty fucking laptop, that's how you're streaming. The company gives you 200k yen, which is again equivalent to 1,333. Like, that's, considering how much PC parts are here in America, that barely covers like anything. But
yep,
it's essentially a coping money.
So in general, if you were to buy with the money you earned, for an example, a gaming PC, right, to be able to properly stream and all that stuff, since you signed the contract, you have to give it back.
Yep. It no longer belongs to you, bro.
So you earn the money and then you just no, you gotta give it back.
No,
you gotta give it back.
It's theirs now.
Even if you fucking fought it on the chair, they want it back, man.
No,
they wrote
dude.
their name on the fucking bottom of it. They also stamped their logo on your fucking left ass cheek. You are now
Bro.
property to them.
Niji Sanji sends out gaming chairs to each of their talents. What's the fucking reason to get into Niji Sanji then if you just have to give it back?
Bro, they don't give a shit if they fucking farted
The
on it, man.
previous
They want it.
chairs,
They
the
just want to
previous
smell it.
chair is covered in fucking blood, sweat, and tears. The blood is from the fact that they tried to take away their chair.
I'm gonna be real. If I was a Niji talent then and they took away my fucking thing, I'd take a fat dump on that chair and then send it back. Have fun. If I got terminated like that,
Whoever
you.
gets my chair next, good luck sitting down.
Don't sit down. Don't
Fuck you.
suggest it.
Don't
Just
sit
like a
down.
little.
don't smell
Bro.
it. I know you guys are perverts. Don't smell it though. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe one of them likes it.
What the fuck? Yeah, one of the employees like he probably did a lot of provocative shit on
Just
it.
like
I should
me,
sit on
for
it.
real.
Fermented.
Oh my god. Oh, yeah, no. And essentially anything you get with the money they give you that they believe that you need, quote unquote. Yeah, that's gonna go back to them whenever you graduate or get terminated.
Guys, I have a perfect idea for a company. Guys, listen. We basically get people to work for us, and then we just treat them like slaves.
And they don't get anything from us, basically.
W company, guys, please, listen, bro.
Give
Listen.
us 50% of your money and we don't do anything.
You get $2
Guys,
bill
guys.
back.
And we will terminate
Bro.
you at any point. And then the
If you
50%
ask for an
that
extra
you do make,
$2 to your pay, you're not getting it. I'm sorry, you're terminated, bro. Pay us in debt now.
you will
Holy shit.
you will realistically only earn 25% of the money because we will terminate you at some point randomly because we don't like you.
Yeah, that's what it says on the fucking contract as well. That they'll it doesn't
50%
matter
of the
what the
shit
fuck
you
you're
actually
doing. They can just randomly terminate you. It's like a fucking RNG base that they just fucking decide, yeah, I want to fucking terminate so and so person.
Good morning, guys. I don't like you. Get terminated. Oh,
You're getting terminated, by the way.
Like at
You said
that
good
point,
morning
a
to me
9
and
to
a bad
5
day.
job doesn't sound too bad, bro. They're gonna treat you like a fucking little slave, of course, but at least you're getting your money.
At least you're getting paid fairly.
yeah.
And when
Jesus
they do decide to let you go, or when you decide to go away from your job and say to your employer, listen, I don't want to work here, they're gonna be like, okay, yeah, that's fine. You have 1 month, and you will get paid out everything that you've earned so far.
Yeah. Literally working a
but this
standard 9 to
one-
5 ain't that bad.
It's okay,
But
guys.
this one is just like, listen, you work 9 to 5, you've done more than
Sometimes
we
some extra
wanted.
hours.
Sometimes extra, sometimes you went into overwork. That's completely fine, you know, good job to you, but you're not getting your money. And also you have to pay us that you worked for us.
I'm gonna be real though. The only reason at this point why you would want to get into Niji is so that after you're gone, you have some clout. That's literally
You have
it.
500k.
That's like
you
the
get
real thing ever.
500k subscribers in like less than a month, bro.
And as well as to kind of like add on to like what Kaede said, this one there was a poll given out by I forgot what his name is. The fucking no. It was a poll by like indie VTuber. This Kyo, I think. Fucking white bunny indie VTuber that does like VTuber news on YouTube.
Affiliate.
No. That. Bro, I actually thought of, No.
Yes, Philly
They're
and the news
fucking
channel.
male.
Real.
But essentially, essentially this fucking indie VTuber put out a poll, just simply asking the community, would you want to join Niji Sanji after, like this whole like deal? And to all surprise or no surprise, 6,000 people fucking said Lamau no, and 500 people said yes, they still would.
I mean,
At least the majority voted right, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I said, like, the only benefits of joining this company still would be after. Okay, so there's a few. You actually worked under a company, which would be seen under your resume, and on top of it, they would know that this is a shitty company. So if anything, you might be like, treated a bit better because of it afterwards, so if you were to join a different company. So that's one thing.
Nah, they'd still use you because you were susceptible
I mean,
to this.
here's kind of the fucked up thing as well, Kaede. It even fucking reads on the contract. If they were to join another company within the 6 months of them being graduated/terminated, they will fucking sue them.
I mean,
The
I think
company?
wasn't it
Nijisanji
during like if you stream in like in those 6 months, or was it joining a different company?
It's joining a VTuber, another like VTuber or like company. They can fucking sue you because that's what it reads on the contract.
Wild.
If you get terminated or graduate from Nijisanji, and you tell yourself, I want to join a fucking VShojo, I guess. Yeah, you can't do that, or at least not within 6 months, because if not, they'll fucking sue you.
It's okay.
So
the
let me get
25% of your income will keep you alive.
So let me get this straight, right? So if this contract has not changed, do we know if it's changed or not throughout the years?
No.
I don't think it has. This is the only contract that has been leaked out to the public.
Okay, so I'm going to base this off. Okay, so I'm gonna base this off of if it's not changed.
Yep.
If it's not changed, why did nobody read into it before joining?
So here's kind of my fucked up like answer to that, and I'm gonna be real here. A lot of these talents are most likely under the age of 30. I'm gonna be real with you. They obviously
You mean
thought, I mean probably meant, but I'm literally just gonna assume that the majority of these talents are like under 30, with like some of them I guess being like above 30. I don't know. I'm just talking like I guess like a hypothetical sense. I assume they probably told themselves, oh, I like Nijisanji. My Oshi is in this company and I really want to join. Because I get freedom of speech in this company. I can say whatever I want on stream.
At the price of 50% of your income and another 50 if you get terminated.
I can generally only assume they probably read like the first, I don't know, fucking 4 or 5 lines of the contract. And they told themselves, well, this ain't that bad. I can live without this much income. Fuck it, bro. Let me sign it.
I'm earning minimum wage anyway.
So really, a lot of these liars probably fucking signed it without reading the contract carefully, without a lawyer.
I can probably tell you, to a certain degree, probably what basically happened, and I agree fully with Atsu. What, in that sense, I said most of them are not experienced in life. Most of them are probably like us. We're like maybe in our case we would have actually read through it more because we're more careful or whatever, but most of them are basically like the average person online. We don't really know. We see this company, we have this dream of wanting to become a VTuber. Back then, the company was still seen to a certain high regard, and so they went into the company, got told what the contract was, listened, and then they just blindly followed and just like, yeah, you know what, they're telling me.
They just read the bullet points.
Yeah, they were like, oh, you know, you're gonna get this, and you're gonna get your gaming chair. We're gonna help you market stuff. You know, you're gonna get your money, but it could potentially become more, quote unquote. Yeah, totally.
Literally as well. Like to add on to that as well, Kaede. I'm gonna take the case from Saya as well, from her quote unquote friend, where her friend, quote unquote, was promised to get paid a lot more than whatever she was making back then at her previous job. Like a fucking an employer of Nijisanji told her directly that she was gonna get paid more in Nijisanji than whatever she was fucking making before from like a regular like 9-to-5 job. And seeing now all this, bro, that's a fucking defamation, man.
Yeah, it's just not real. They were just straight up lying. I mean,
yeah.
No way, a company lying.
Not like
What?
at the end of the day, this is a very obvious case of a black company, right? It's just a very corrupt company that basically preyed on people that were naive and just used it and pumped out as many VTubers as possible to just go with the you said the shotgun method, I think, last time you mentioned it?
That's what it's called.
Where they basically just
reference.
where they just basically pumped up as many as possible to try and get like one or
something to stick on the wall.
Yeah, something to stick on the wall. And some of them worked, some of them didn't, and then the ones that didn't either got terminated or whatever, right?
Yeah.
And most of them were almost definitely naive. All they saw was, or all they did was hear what the company told them, believe in them, and then they got fucked over, and then now they're stuck in a contract for so and so long.
Why'd they fuck me?
What the fuck?
And the others afterwards, basically, so to say, the mask that these VTubers were putting on, pretending to be happy because they couldn't show the fact that they were, you know, sad or mad or angry about whatever the fuck they were going through.
That's what the mask is.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh my god.
But basically they couldn't really show the case of their actual discontent of what was going on, because otherwise they would get terminated. And so
Congratulations, do you say anything bad about the company? Lamau, get the fuck out.
Yeah, and so it basically probably went into a snowball effect of people being like, oh, you know, these guys seem happy. They weren't happy. And then, yeah, it was just a fuck fest. And it would make even more sense now why people were so fucking negative in the company itself regarding the talents.
Yeah.
Fucking course everybody's gonna hate each other if they're in a horrible fucking environment where they're getting cheated of their fucking money, being overworked. Well, I mean, I think you have to stream like 10 hours for that week total. I think it was something, the line, I forgot, doesn't matter. Basically they're getting ripped off their fucking money. They don't know what to do. They're under a contract, they don't know how to get out, and they're not receiving any help. So they're gonna start biting at everybody else around them because they're in a shitty fucking environment. It makes sense. It's not excusable at the end of the day, but it makes sense why people would, you know, be negative and bully each other because they think, oh my god, fucking battle royale.
But as well, this was even like said on Legal Mindset's channel, well, as he was going over the whole contract, he even like was even leaning against the whole rumor that there is a graduation queue in Nijisanji, because apparently as well on the contract, the fucking talents can't leave. They essentially, there is a time limit on their contract, and once that time limit is up, they need to send in a 3 months notice that yeah, they want out. But the thing is, even if those 3 months go up, yeah, you're just put into a line. You're put into another fucking line.
So basically, what probably happened to Selene?
Yeah, she was probably put in a queue. Yeah, and she just couldn't.
Yeah.
And obviously, right now, she's in a much more happier spot right now. I think even in fact, she's like in an Apex tourney, if I'm not even mistaken on it. But besides that,
good for her.
Yeah. Yeah. And obviously right now, this is like another thing as well that kind of got me a bit with the fucking eyebrow raise. And I can't at all fucking raise my eyebrow, by the way. But this shit got me in a bit of an eyebrow raise. Where it's on the fucking contract that just fucking says talents must provide certain information to Nijisanji. And it just says on quote certain information, and obviously it's very fucking vague. I can only assume it's a mistranslation of whatever the Japanese contract says.
What's your dick size?
Literally, and it, as well, like if you do not give out the information that they want out of you, they can fucking terminate you out of it as well.
What size food can you wear?
So what's your fucking dick size? If you don't give it to us, you will be terminated within the next 3 days.
What size tampon you wear?
Jesus Christ. But yeah, no, any fucking information that they want out of you, you just gotta fucking hand it over, man. Even if it is your fucking social security number.
Why do you look so fucking stupid?
Oh, strong answer. Goodbye.
Fuck you. Nah, but it's just like, I don't understand the fucking certain information part. I think it's kind of fucking weird how it's phrased, and I'm guessing it is due to the mistranslation. But at the end of the day, it is a company. I do understand that, and it's just like you're legally obligated because you are working for them, and you have to give up your, you know, your fucking information, and that's only fair. But certain information where it's just like there's we're gonna say that you have to say certain info. We're not gonna tell you which one it is, but you have to answer it, otherwise you're fucked.
I think it's basically them asking for you and you have to answer. With the way it is written in that summary, they write after the, you know, certain information, personal information. However, in the contract it's written, this in theory requires the liver to turn over nearly any information Niji Sanji wants.
Yeah.
So basically anything they ask for, people have to give to them.
Give them your dick size, bro.
Yep.
Or now you're gonna get terminated.
I mean,
And also
I mean, realistically saying, they probably cannot ask for that because that goes into sexual harassment and other things. But outside of, you know, touchy subjects like that,
What, you think like blackmail?
I mean, I don't fucking know, bro. Regardless,
I wouldn't doubt that they did that. I wouldn't doubt it.
yeah.
I wouldn't doubt it either.
I wasn't going into the blackmail topic, but sure. Yeah. It's more like let's say, for example, I would say I can't stream today. I have stuff to do, and then they will ask you, okay, what is the stuff you have to do? And then you're saying, I'm going out, and then they ask again, why are you going out? And you have to give them details until they're.
Why do you have an outside life? What's wrong with you? I thought you were supposed to stay back in the basement.
And you have to specifically put it through Google.
Why did you leave the basement? What's wrong with you?
What was his last breath? At what second?
What suits did he wear?
Why did you get out of the basement? Who said you could get out?
Like?
Why did he die?
Are you a loser? Huh?
Did you cry like a little bitch?
My god.
The company just sounds worse and worse with every single coming day. It's just wild.
I mean, even like reading here as well, livers are under an obligation to cooperate, including attending meetings. I did see more on this bullet point, because the legal mindset did go over more on what exactly it means. Essentially, if let's say there's a fucking meeting for Niji Sanji, a fucking Among Us meeting, everyone has to go to because it's important, blah 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 blah, whatever. If one person doesn't at all show up, they can fucking terminate you. Doesn't even matter if you're fucking sick, your fucking family relative is dying on their deathbed. You gotta be at that meeting. Because they can fucking terminate you over that, apparently.
It's manager or like company workers' discretion, I guess.
Yeah. And
you looked at them wrong ones.
Ooh. To also quickly go over the materials part. So beforehand, when Doki was still Selen had a very fucking beefy PC. She really did. And essentially, once she got terminated from Niji, and she started off as an indie VTuber again, her PC couldn't at all fucking run Apex Legends anymore.
Ouchie.
Like it fucking couldn't. Like it was actually kind of struggling. In fact, there was like even like some instances of like frame drops happening within her stream.
Wait. Actually, what, can I cut in for a second? Does that mean that if with the fucking money you make in the company.
That also includes that includes whatever the fuck you buy for streaming, man. Congratulations, and now belongs to Niji Sanji.
Even if it's from the money you made from
Yep.
because it's the money that came from them. We'll have to give it
Yep.
Hey, guess what? The food you're eating, vomit it right now. You don't deserve it.
Bro,
We
imagine
paid
some.
for that food.
Bro, imagine you have like a health condition like diabetes or like you need a heart pacer, and they're like, well, give it back now.
You
son.
no longer need it.
Pull it
Goodbye,
out
bro.
from your chest right now.
Give me back your insulin. Give me back your heart pacer, bro. You don't need it.
That's as well like just
So
going back to
odd.
like how much Niji Sanji like reimburses you with money. So that way, if you use that money, and let's just say you fucking buy a new PC with like the 200k yen. Well, my brother in Christ, that's not your PC. That's the company's. And the moment you're terminated, yeah, you're shipping that out. That's not yours anymore, man.
Yeah.
That is literally not yours.
How do you prove that it's yours? We got you it. No, you didn't. I got it. I paid it with my money.
I at least hope that under livers must procure materials under their own cost. At least I hope this part specifically talks about anything that is used towards streaming. For you. So if you, for example, were to buy a PC, in that case like Selene, since she's gonna be using it for streaming, she will have to give it back. But if it's, for example, like, okay, I went to go out and buy this item for my personal life, you don't have to give it, because that is not material that you got.
Yeah, it's not for
It's not
streaming.
for that. It's like, oh, I gotta watch. That you don't have to give that because I at least hope it's meant this way.
Yeah, no,
because if
it
isn't-
is.
Okay, thank God, because if it isn't, I would.
Yeah, no, cause if I'm remembering this correctly, a Niji Sanji Liver got a new iPhone from the company, but the thing is, the Liver already had like the same brand as the iPhone, and so they essentially gave the iPhone to their relative. they gave the iPhone to their relative.
They emailed the relative just like, hello, this is Niji Sanji, your phone belongs to us, send it back. With all your with you know those family photos you have, we want those too. It's on our phone.
Yeah, no, that's so far that instance as well. I don't even think the Liver is terminated, if I'm not mistaken. In fact, I still think they're still working on each. Yeah, to continue checking on that story, but there is a Liver that did give away their, I guess, new quote-unquote work phone to a relative of theirs. And I don't know how that's gonna work out, but I can only assume that still belongs to the company. And as well, again, anything that revolves around VTube being streaming for the company, any of that fucking sort, yeah, that does not belong to you.
Just tell them to pay in bitcoins, bro. What are they going to do?
Bitcoin.
Get out the. What are they going to do? Sue the blockchain, bro?
Yeah, no, literally anything you fucking get from your money that technically went through Niji Sanji. Yeah, that's all yours, including that PC that you bought.
Hey, you know the money you earned so hard working and all that stuff. You know that money. Sorry, man, but I hate to bring it up to you. Really sorry,
50%.
but it's ours. Sorry.
Yeah, and
50%.
unfortunately that became the case with Selene, where I'm assuming
What?
she had to give away her beefy PC to the company.
Bro,
What did we do? Jack shit, but it's ours.
no, just
We didn't do anything, but
you
we
know what?
wanted.
You know what?
It's like
W
taxes,
strat?
bro.
Nah. Actual W strat. You work under Niji. You buy a second PC that you don't use for streaming. You keep it. It's not for
It's
streaming.
just like
so
I
you
don't
keep-
use it for streaming, bro.
It's fine. Belongs to me. Shut up. Under contract, it says
It's just mining Bitcoin in the
not
background.
Material,
It's not for
just
streaming.
not for streaming. I use it for personal. Shit.
It's mining Bitcoin in the
Poor.
background.
Fuck you. Bitcoin belong to me now. Fuck you.
I use it to raise up women in VR chats who have more who have unspoken mental illnesses that I do not want to delve into, but I don't use it for stream.
And this goes on to the next thing, the whole little bullying thing. The whole little bullying thing with Niji-sanji, yeah. Essentially, quickly, as it states, images that include induced bullying, harassment of a third party, images that may contain trouble or cover to a third party or anything, Niji-sanji considers inappropriate. But essentially, going even more in detail with it, if a liver is having like problems with each other for whatever fucking reason,
And will be hired.
you can inform the company that, yo, I'm getting bothered by so and so talent, can you like help me, hint hint, wink wink, you know?
Cope.
Yeah, the fucking company's dad's gonna look at you and say, Lamau cope.
That's so fucked,
yeah.
bro.
Wait, they doxed you based.
That's a different
Wait,
relationship we're
honestly,
gonna-
that's so fucking. Wait, that's something that I should be laughing about. Holy shit, the way he fucking said it. They dogs you base.
Basically, the company at this point. not gonna lie.
Wait,
Jesus Christ.
it's just like, bro, I got doxed by them, and then Niji-sanji is just like, yeah, we already knew that information anyway.
And in fact, the person told us.
He
It
sacrificed
doesn't really
your
matter now, does it?
parents and grandparents to the devil. Kind of funny though.
Yeah, but if there's any sort of fucking bullying going on between talents, yeah, the fucking company doesn't at all want to get involved. In fact, that is for you to deal with, man. Good luck. And as well, there's actually an example of this as well. Not even coming from just Salim, but from the JP side of Niji-sanji.
JPEG.
No, not fucking JPEG.
I love
dumbass.
JPEG Mafia.
But
So
essentially,
instrumental.
there were two Japanese livers for working under Niji-sanji. I forgot what the fuck their names were, but it was kind of a big story going on for a while now because it actually did go into a court case where essentially there was, I guess, a lot of back talking against each other, and they couldn't at all come into an agreement about something, and the disagreement got really bad to the point where one of the talents got into a court battle against the other liver. And I don't know if that set court case is still going on, but Niji-sanji did as well need to get involved in the court case as well. And I think notably as well, essentially Niji-sanji came out fucking unscratched. Because the court case took it as, well, it just says here on the contract that they don't need to fucking be here, so they're free to leave. And as well, now that that case happened, people are comparing that case with Salen's, where it's a possibility that Salen is probably in a court case with other possible Niji-sanji talents.
Sure.
Whether or not that's true, though, I do not fucking know.
And at the end of the day, it's her personal business. So
Yeah. And honestly, as well, she just wants to move on with all of this already.
yeah.
Like, she's already stated this like multiple times that she just wants to like stop talking about Niji-sanji ever again, because really, like, in her words, it was just a really bad, horrible experience. And for that, I cannot blame her.
Niji-sanji pulls up with Niji-sanji pulls up with a contract. Today's subject: slavery.
She just wanted to play Neopets, man.
My lord.
Holy shit.
You're playing kids game. We are not getting confused for this. Please kill yourself.
My brother Josh blew himself up.
And
And
as
two
well,
kids.
this is also kind of a bit fucked as well. But if Niji-sanji were to give you, or actually let me actually restart this. Let's say you're streaming, you're still under Niji-sanji, you're streaming, you're happily streaming, you're having a fucking good time with chat, whatever. Niji-sanji can send you a new contract, and the thing is, on the current contract you have, it just fucking states if you are streaming, tweeting, any of that sorts under the Niji Sanji name, you automatically agree to any new incoming contract coming your way.
Huh?
Yeah, even if you haven't read it or anything, you just 100% agree.
W company, guys. So cool.
It's essentially like a fucking spawn. It's like essentially like a fucking spawn kill.
Here's the contract. You agree to being sentenced to death.
Huh?
Wait, I didn't agree. That's too bad. It was in the contract.
That's literally what it is. That's literally what it fucking is.
Have you read the
It just says on the fucking current contract, if you're fucking streaming, tweeting, whatever under the Niji Sanji name, and we give you a new contract, you automatically agree to the new contract. Doesn't even have to be with your full-on consent, man. You just fucking agree to it. Congrats. And you're just not unaware of it.
No contract talks about sloppy toppy. You gotta do it now.
Great asset.
Great asset.
Truly. It's fucked. It's fucked.
What if Lethal Company is just literally just a game about Niji Sanji, bro?
That's
At
honestly
this
the whole
point-
joke right now. That's the whole joke right now, actually, over.
Great asset. Great asset.
W
But this time they're
company,
not fighting monsters,
Niji-
they're fighting the managers.
Niji Sanji, the head of management, is behind that fucking wall where the fucking goober takes your scrap, bro.
guys. Jeff Bezos, the creator
No,
of
it's
the
mine
real...
now.
Niji
Bezos.
Sanji's CEO is Jeff Bezos himself.
Yes.
Congratulations, you are now an Amazon worker.
Yes. You work
Yeah.
in the
Treated a
back rooms.
diaper, bro.
And as
We'll
well, this
never
could also
find
go
your way
vice
out.
versa as well, where let's say you're not fucking streaming or tweeting whatever under Niji Sanji. In fact, you're just having a normal fucking everyday outside life. If you do not agree to the contract within like 14 days, I think. Yeah, it says 14 days. If you don't agree or object to the new contract, yeah, oof.
Good luck, pal.
Do they have to inform you of the new contract?
They essentially, the moment they give you the contract, you have 14 days to agree or object, and that's the case that Selen got when she was in the hospital, because she didn't object to the contract that she was given, and during her time in the hospital, they just assumed she agreed to getting terminated. Which I'm assuming that's what the contract was when she was in the hospital. They gave her 14 days to agree or object on getting terminated. And because she was still, I guess, in the hospital, they just assumed, well, she automatically agrees to it. Let's just put out the termination notice that she got terminated.
Bro, imagine they give you a contract and it fucks you over, and then they never answer your call or anything. They just keep donut so you can never object. Huh? What do you say? Huh? Sorry, I didn't get the email. Sorry. Can you send it again? My bad. Didn't come through.
Yeah. Even if you haven't looked at the contract, congratulations. You just accepted the contract.
Sorry, I didn't see it. My bad. didn't receive the call. My bad.
Wait, you're in the hospital? What the fuck?
You're in a
tell us
coma for
this.
14 days? Unlucky.
Yeah, that sucks. Anyways, do not check Twitter.
You saw the lab?
You come out of the fucking coma and just like lawyers next to you. Yes, we're lawyers of Niji Sanji. You agreed to pay 25k in debt. It's just
no
like,
contract
what do you
says
mean?
you
I'm
give us
sorry,
your
Bro's
full
getting
belonging
spawn
and
capped.
identity.
Bro, you're about to respawn and you're actually
You're
at a
getting spawn capped.
25k debt, bro.
Holy
So
fuck.
we paid for your hospital bills, but because you're getting terminated, you have to give us the money back.
Otherwise, we pull the plug.
Damn, you're not saying anything? Unlucky, bro. Pulling the plug right now.
Bro, this wouldn't have happened if you kept streaming.
Just in coma.
If you just kept your mouth shut, everything would have been fine.
In coma, bro.
Bro, your fucking heart imploded. Not my problem. We paid.
we need to contact us back in 14 days.
We paid for a 3D printed heart with fully elastic fucking heart pumping motion, and you have no other choice.
You got
Other
no
than to
motion, not
stream.
my problem. It was money.
Bro, your heart got no motion, bro.
They buy you a new heart and then they terminate you and take it back out forcibly. Because the heart was
That heart
needed
is
for
ours.
you to stream.
I guess-
No, the
I
heart
guess
was
you were
needed
being-
so you could stream. So it's
I
to
guess you are
stream
being
use.
terminated in more than one time, bro.
Yeah, that's the fucked up part of the Niji Sanji contract. Where
Yeah, I know.
essentially you're just another fucking body to them, just expanding out their brand name. That is it. You don't you barely get paid anything, and if you're not at all one of their fucking top livers, good fucking luck making it in this world, bro.
And you're expendable.
I mean-
I think Helldivers talks about this.
So do any of you guys know StarCraft?
I mean, I know the
StarCraft.
game, but like I don't
Do
know
you
the
know
whole
what
mechanics.
banelings are?
No.
You're
Yeah, the
basically
Twitch viewers, bro.
Sure, yeah. No, they're like little.
Twitch
So
viewers.
there's this nation in StarCraft called Zerg, and there's these little things called Zerglings and other things, and then there's another thing
Is
called
that where the term
banelings.
Zerging comes from?
Yes.
Oh, knew it.
And there's another thing called
I
baneling.
did it.
Banelings are like little fucking alien thingies that look green and they explode. Usually you have a bunch of them because they're very cheap. And so there is a thing called baneling rush, where you just make a fuck ton of banelings and then you send them to the enemy fucking base, and they all die and explode, but they take down the enemy base. That's basically Niji Sanji with their talents, bro. They just literally send out self-destructing fucking things, and they're like, "Oh, not my fault.
Damn.
Unlucky, bro." They're all
Damn
banelings.
compensation.
I
don't
can't
know
stop fucking thinking about what Over said. Damn, you got dog's base.
Unlucky.
What the fuck?
I'm glad I'm staying in your head rent free. That is what I wish for.
What the
Ego
fuck?
messing.
Bro, I don't care who the fuck says anything about it. It's just like, oh, having an ego in online is very bad. It's just like, no, that's how you fucking survive.
Yeah.
Sometimes, in most cases, if you are popular, if you are in general just like a very public figure online, which is funny to hear, having an ego gets you by. Genuinely.
Yep.
Well, I mean, there is a difference between self-confidence and ego. What are you mentioning in this case?
I think a bit of both.
Okay, so I'm not gonna go too much into this topic because it would take way too long. But
Sure.
ego by nature, a little bit is good. Too much of it is bad. Confidence
No, definitely.
is in general good. It's not like having too little of confidence is usually bad. Having a good amount of confidence is just in general good. Having a lot of confidence is still good. The reason why confidence is good is usually confidence is based off of achievement and understanding your limits and other things. And even being confidence also in this case would mean even being able to admit your own faults and negativities and working against it and working towards a goal because you know you can do it. Ego is, I'm better than you because I'm better than you. Lol.
My dad owns 5 yachts.
It's I don't know if you guys remember, this was like years ago, but there was this like one Twitch streamer, I don't remember what he was called. I know he was bald, he had glasses on. I don't know, he was like browner, like he was like light
He
skin.
was bald and
like,
had black hair.
if I was
Yeah,
tan,
that's what I was
no.
No,
If I
what?
was tan, if I was tan, he would be around my skin color. I don't know if you've ever seen me when I was a kid.
We're putting a race into this.
No, I'm just explaining it
political.
for like a visual point because I genuinely don't
Yeah,
remember what
okay.
his name was. But
Tell
that's
me more.
like from my memory. He was basically
do?
talking about how he doesn't want his viewers to think that they should be like him because he's better. He is ascended, like
he is a better human being. That's why he's
He's ascended.
Like, he is like better than the rest of these fucking dirty peasants. That's basically what he said on a, like, I think this was during a TwitchCon or something like that. It was so insane. That's
Wait,
ego.
can this be easily compared to fucking low tier god as well?
Yeah.
I was about to say.
No.
Yeah.
LTG, as an example, is a very, very good indicator of ego, not confidence. Someone with confidence doesn't mind hearing something that they're wrong in, and they would even accept it. They would learn from it and so on and so forth. Ego, in this case, with LTG as an example, he has a fucking massive ego. He has a god complex.
Don't fuck with them, bro.
He's Kanye, but Twitch.
Yeah, and like, again, a little bit of ego is important. It allows you to set yourself through and do things that you would otherwise not be able to, because you have that ego to be able to push you through. And being able to like build up confidence from nothing, like it's important to have a bit of it. But then there's the too much, which like the case of like LTG, where he just thinks he's better than everybody. And although certain parts of what he says is definitely healthy and a lot of people should adapt it, most of it is very toxic, and you know this.
Yeah, there's a difference between just having a big ego and then just being fucking toxic.
No,
Wait,
what
how
I'm saying
popular was this guy that you're talking about?
he was pretty popular, I'm pretty sure. I didn't know who he was.
Is he like an OG streamer?
I don't remember.
Squeaks?
I don't remember. I genuinely don't remember what his name was. I only saw a video on him. I didn't know who he was, but he was at the time, because of the way he was talking, he was around other bigger streamers. It was at a TwitchCon or some kind of event, and he talked about being better than others, and they shouldn't want to be like him because he's better. I think he was a Fortnite streamer.
I found
because
a
that was
Fucking
picture of
Fortnite
him.
streamer, okay.
Found
I
a
think-
picture of him. General chat.
The real, bro. The
Real.
He went to Gnome Regan, bro.
Fuck.
Miss Kit? No, not Miss Kit.
I will find it after the recording if you want. I will try and find it. But it was a wild
Overseas
statement.
Tyler 1, bro.
It was a wild statement of this guy just basically saying that that people shouldn't idolize him because they can never be him. They because he's better and they're shit.
I mean, it's not that he's wrong in a way, because in a way,
No,
streaming is very competitive, so to say.
Yeah, of course. But what I'm saying is the way he said it. It's like, sure, you can say
It came off wrong.
Yeah.
It just came off wrong.
Yeah. I mean, in his case, he definitely meant it the way he said it.
Don't fuck with me, bro.
He had a very massive ego that was insane,
Oh.
and it wasn't
Compared
good.
to LTG.
I mean, I think LTG probably still has a bigger ego, realistically, but
Don't
love
fuck with them too,
LTG.
man.
yeah, I mean, love him,
Time for men.
but time for men. Fuck no, fuck out of
No,
here.
it's-
And then, as he proceeds to then talk about fucking the dude.
Huh?
So that clip, basically he talks about how, I think he mentions that one of his like ex-girlfriends or so said that
I
he
don't
is
think you have the capacity to love another woman.
Yeah, and he basically
And
said
then
he
one
loves
guy-
himself so much that he doesn't need to love a woman. And then a guy in his chat basically says, so it's time for men. And so he immediately turns like, fuck you. No,
No, it's not time for men, and then a bunch of fucking slurs.
bunch of slurs.
Bigotry slurs, yeah.
Yeah, and him talking about fucking that guy, funnily enough, in that same sentence. So, I don't know, man. I think he's confused. I don't know, man. For a guy who keeps saying he is not gay and isn't into men, he talks about fucking a lot of men very frequently.
You're...
So, I don't know, man.
I mean, man, whatever like fits your preference, I guess, but like...
Yeah, I don't know.
What the
I
fuck?
mean, regardless of it, it doesn't matter what he is. Who he is, he's still a toxic piece of shit. But he's funny, and I'd like to laugh at him. That's it.
He said funny words, I laugh.
You should. I will stop there.
But like literally again, like in general, just having an ego in streaming is beneficial to you in a way. It is beneficial to you because again, at the end of the day, streaming is about competitiveness, where regardless or not you like to think of it like that. Because at the end of the day, everyone is trying to get the biggest number of views on their channel, or like try to get more views into their channel, so to say.
Yeah,
it's a number game.
But there's a healthy way to do it, and then there's an unhealthy way to do it. That's I think the way to look at it. Like
there's one way of beating everyone around you, or second, being nice to everyone and just fucking communicating like that.
I think personally for me, the number one thing I despise is like safe spaces. Almost, of course, they're necessary for most cases, but I just it's in general. Whenever I do stream, which is like every 10 or so eons, but in
we'll
general,
see you next month.
I've never wanted or never will want it to be like an absolute safe space for everyone. I will say things that a lot of people don't agree. I will say things that probably shouldn't be even said to be to begin with. I will say a lot of fucking stupid shit. And if some people don't like it, it's just like, you don't like it. That's all there is to it. I've never claimed for this place to be the place that you should be in. There's a lot of other places for you that would most benefit you, but my place is definitely not it. I will say whatever I want. Of course, there will be a limit to what things I say, but still, it's what I'm going to say. TOS, yeah.
But I mean, regardless, the way I look at it at the end of the day is like kind of similar to you. This is why I also wrote in. I don't know. I know I talked to you about it. I don't necessarily like to a certain degree. Yeah, sure. I want it to be a tiny bit of a safe space of where people can, be there and relax and have a good time and forget about stuff. Sure, that's fine. But don't expect me to I think with any streamer in general, don't expect the streamer to follow everything that you want, because at the end of the day, that's their content.
Their stream.
It's their stream. They put out the thing. It's the same thing with a YouTuber at the end of the day. Is if you don't like their content, you don't have to watch it. It is your choice. You're free to leave.
Yeah.
This is something I personally like to say whenever this kind of topic comes up. Is like, I'm thankful for anybody who stays, but you don't have to. It's fine if you don't like my content. It's fine if it's not for you. It is absolutely fine if you disagree with the things I say. That's fine. If you have something you want to discuss, you can send me a message. I don't mind. But at the end of the day, it's my stream, and the way I want to have it is the way I want to have it. If it does not align with your moral code or with what you like, then it doesn't align with it, and you can watch somebody else. That is absolutely fine. I do not force anybody to stay, but at the same time, I will be thankful if you do, and I will, it's fine. But I also don't mind if you're not there. If that's it. Thankful for anybody who is, but in a sense, it's okay if you don't want to be there.
Let me ask your opinion on this. So let's go into a world where currently you are you're basically racking up numbers. You're basically having viewers constantly, a lot of them as well. Hate watchers, specifically there to watch you, and
they were trying to see your downfall on 4K.
Yeah, hate watchers. Your opinion on hate watchers. What do you think? Well, how would you treat that situation if it were to come to it? Of course, you can't really do much if they're doing it out of their own volition, but it's just like hate watches in general.
I mean,
it's good to know, man. I got a dedicated keyboard warrior on Twitter, bro.
Realistically, all I would have to say is, if you're in my stream watching my stuff, even though you hate me, to a certain degree, I'm flattered, because I'm so much in your head.
I still gained the extra view, bitch.
Anyway, first of fucking all, I almost switched to fucking German for a second because my fucking it's not wired correctly. I'm
It's actually such a language.
I'm tired.
Put it in translate. I can't.
I'm genuinely tired. Because I barely got to sleep at all today. But if you're in my chat or watching my content regardless, right? And you hate me, and the only reason that you're there is because you hate me, then that must be the case. The fact that I'm so much in your head that you have to be there to vent out your shit. That I live rent free in your head. That's to a certain degree flattering. You could be doing other things that to a certain degree ego maxing. But like, really, why the fuck should I care? You're giving me money by being there. Like, literally, you give me you literally give me, bro, you literally would give me ad revenue. You would be one more number to my fucking viewership that could potentially lead to another viewer to join in who actually enjoys my stream. Great. Why the fuck would I care? If you want to spend your time on my channel,
shouldn't we be thanking them instead?
I mean, it depends. It depends on how far the hate goes. Like if you start getting hate like death threats and other things, like I think that's too far. But at the same time, there's measures around it. Besides the fact that hate, like death threats are illegal and other factors, and like there are ways to just kind of go around it. And other factors, like you could easily just sue them by talking about basically international cyber terrorism. Like there's multiple ways to go around this, right? The issue at the end of the day is if you're there watching a stream or content that you hate, then you're wasting your time, because you could be doing something with your life that is better for you. And personally, I would wish that for you. Like, do something where you would feel better. Watch something that
go touch some grass, man.
No, not even like, you can go watch somebody else that makes you happy. Why are you watching me? Why do you want to be in my stream just to feel miserable? It doesn't make sense to me, but hey, if that's what you choose, then that's what you choose. Thank you for the extra ad revenue. Don't care.
Helpless ratio.
Genuinely, that's just how it is. Realistically, if it were to ever get to me, guess what? I can just not look at my chat and close my fucking DMs and mute my fucking emails. Oh wow.
Ooh.
What if you get a contract from Niji Sanji and then it's in the email and you have it muted?
Damn, bro, unlucky.
You legally signed it in 14 days, bro.
Congrats, man.
Like,
Wait.
It always, again, the hate thing always depends from person to person. In my case, I wouldn't give much of a shit, but a lot of people would, because, I mean, if we're gonna be real, a lot of people online don't have the biggest self-esteem. I don't really have the biggest one either, but I specifically, for that specific thing, I wouldn't care. There are other things where I would care about it, but a lot of people would get to it, and I understand why they would feel bad about it, because and I felt this in my life as well in the past, where if a certain amount of people keep telling you your shit and they keep cursing at you, at some point, the more you hear it, the more it gets repeated, the more you see it, at some point you start believing it. And that's where the issue comes at the end, is when you start
basically gaslighting yourself.
Yeah, you start gaslighting yourself. Like you basically start believing the bullshit that comes out of other people's mouths that has no concrete evidence or value, technically. But it's because whatever, like they're bored or whatever, right? Like at the end of the day, these people are random people that you will probably never meet, that hate you for whatever fucking reason, and
unless
are technically giving you money.
Come to your house.
Like, who the fuck gives a shit? Really? Like, I mean, extra money. Wow, great. Unlucky.
I think in general, hate watchers are just not as bad as like actual people going out of their way to stalk you. I'll be honest.
Oh, I mean, yeah, no, of course.
I mean, it really depends on how far it goes. It really just depends on how far it goes.
I mean, I think a stalker is worse.
No, I'll take that back. That was a stupid comparison to begin with. I'm sorry. I'm canceling my VTuber art completely. I'm sorry, guys. I'm leaving.
Bro, it's over party, bro.
Of course. Of course.
Guys, I didn't make it, but I am graduating.
No, it's okay. It doesn't matter. whatever.
I'll see you all at the
Honest
top.
mistake. No, but like it doesn't matter. Basically, at the end of the day, if it stays in the hate watching scene and like it stays online, that's one thing. The moment it gets personal and somebody chases you after your real life, that's not just words, that's actual physical danger. That's a completely different factor at that point.
Yeah.
Bro,
yeah, no, of course. I
if
think
you're
anybody
stalking me,
would.
bring a gun. I'm strapped.
I'm to any hate watchers watching me. If you ever come up to me and you, for whatever reason, just
Wanna kiss
I don't
me
know.
on the lips? You can.
You break into my house and you go into my, I will be naked in my bedroom and I will stare at you.
I will stand up. It's like that. It's like that video. What was
you
it? It was just like
infringe on my personal space, you will not feel comfortable when you do so. That's all I'm saying. Fuck you.
with my dick hanging out.
Bro, he's gonna stand up in
You
that
will see my
LTG pose, bro.
half-inch willy dick hanging out. Nothing.
Bro, no, it's just like that one video I recently fucking saw where it was just like one guy's recording it. He has a fucking he has a bat that is covered in barbed wire. He's just like, I have a machete. I don't know why he was saying this. I have a machete. I am completely naked, and I will sweep this entire fucking house if I have to. I again repeat, I am naked with a machete. You will see everything, and I am coming for you.
Specifically
fuck?
emphasize on coming.
Oh.
My dick is a. Oh, bro, I love this shit.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, so in general, this is something I used to do, talking about like being
You
weird.
would go out naked in front of people.
No,
Damn, man, bro's going commando.
no. Let me fucking just talk about the fucking topic first before you put words into my mouth. Fuck you.
Oh.
Oh. I could put something.
Bisexual man saying that to a straight man. I don't know how I feel.
Lovely. But yeah, like in general, a very common thing of self-defense when it comes to like what I used to do when I got bullied was just be fucking weird and agree. No, don't just get naked. Oh, you beat me up. Oh, pants.
You
No,
know those
just be
motherfuckers that
weird
take their
about it.
shirts off, bro?
No, just genuinely
Just
be
take off your
fucking
pants.
weird. They will look at you and they will be confused. A confused enemy will not understand what to do and you can just walk away.
Dude, then
Or
you
they
just
will
pull
walk
out a
away.
Glock out of your orifice, bro.
No, yeah, I'm genuinely being pulls out Glock out of asshole.
What the fuck?
No,
I play Valorant. What do you do?
I'm blind, bro. What the fuck am I gonna do with a Glock? No, but no, like in general, like if you just say weird shit
Free aim.
to the people or like you just agree with them when they bully you, they don't have any ammo against you. Because like what the fuck, how are they gonna hurt your feelings if you agree with them? Like the fuck are they gonna say, oh, I fucked your mom. Like one thing.
You fucked your mom.
I'll
No,
shit.
one
fuck
thing-
you.
No, one thing, something that I actually use a lot, and I'm sorry for anybody that might get offended by this, because some people do for whatever reason, but a lot of kids in school used to, and I think nowadays as well, would talk about like them fucking your mother, whatever, and so on and so forth, to bully another person. And you know, that's online as well, and so on and so forth. A lot of the times when I hear that, I say, I'm sorry for your loss. And they have no
Damn.
fucking idea how to fucking reply. Like what the fuck are like why are like they start questioning why you said that in the first place, and it just gets diffused. It doesn't, like, as long as you don't take it too seriously of whatever the fuck the like
The implication
the insult
might
was, the insult was, as long as you don't take that seriously, then it's whatever. In general, most insults, specifically insults, are very weak if you just don't care. There's many
I
other
think that
ways.
just goes with everything.
Yeah, of course. But I'm saying, as in, like, there's many other things that somebody can hurt you in way worse by not using insults, but by going into your actual insecurities. That's a completely different thing. But if somebody's just insulting you, it's I understand everybody has their own ways, but a good way to deal with it is to just make fun of it. Humor is a good coping mechanism. But yeah.
Just kill everyone around you, bro. No worries.
What are they going to do with the kill streak, bro? You got that fucking.
Yeah, what the fuck are they gonna do, man? You got that extra buff on you.
What if somebody tries to beat you up and you start moaning?
Oh.
They don't want to touch you anymore. They wouldn't want to. Even if you don't actually feel that way, they were like, what the fuck? That's weird. Why would they want to hate you if you like it?
I think in general the best fucking. I think it. I'm sorry. I think.
I don't know if
the
my brain
fucking.
cells at the same point as yours, but I'm gonna let you speak.
No, I'm sorry. I'm leagues above the 2 brain cells, bro. I'm on 3 right now. But I think in general the thing about bullying, it's very common, and like if you're ugly, you're kind of fucked, right?
Okay, it was literally what I was thinking. Anyways, continue. Sorry.
If you're in general kind of like ugly, you know, we're not born the same. You know, it's just what it is. It doesn't change you how you are as a person. If you're ugly, bro, it's just like, and you're getting bullied for being ugly. It's just like, bro, you're bullying me for the fact that I am ugly, bro. How does that make fucking sense, bro? You're not suffering through it. Like, you might be the biggest Chad ever, bro. It's just like, oh, you're ugly. I'm like,
do you love
okay.
me? Are you worried?
Bro, it's just like, why are you complaining about the fact that I am ugly, bro? Like, what does that have to do with anything that you're going through, man?
Nah, like, the thing is, and regarding looks wise, a lot of quote unquote ugly people are not ugly. You just need to find your style.
It's more like they just fucking doubt themselves.
That's another big factor. But most people
and also that it keeps getting piled up on you and you don't know how to respond to it.
But like, if you like, there's multiple ways you can quote unquote look less ugly by just getting a haircut, like taking care of your body, and a lot of other factors. Most people are not just ugly. That's just how it is. Very fucking rare to be somebody genuinely ugly. And then usually, I mean, they have other factors. They might be extremely fucking funny.
They might have they have a kind soul sometimes as well, or most times, because they've already went through hell, and it's just like, why would they want to put someone else through the same shit that they have been through, you know? Yeah. In general, you might not be the best. Looks is not everything. You might look like fucking a complete troll, but that doesn't change the fact that you are a kind soul in the end of the day, and I think that goes a long way.
We all have to live in the fucking same universe, man.
Even a troll, if you give him really good clothing, you give him a nice shave, you comb his hair and style his hair in a good way, give him cool accessories, will still look good. It's just, what are those specific things that...
Yeah.
Speaking of haircuts, I'm not saying you're ugly, Shad, but what haircut did you get? Oh, you didn't get it yet?
I did not.
He's debating.
I did not. We ended up
you
not
still look good
it.
either way, man.
Thank you.
I think that's a sign.
I think you need to get a low taper fade, I'll be honest.
Bro,
what if Shad got a low taper fade?
No, dude. Low-key, a shout out to one of my friends real quick, since you just mentioned that. Esper, absolutely fucking goated person. 3 days ago, they messaged me, bro, what if you got a low taper fade? I'm not even kidding. They're actually, no, they're a very cool person. They're goated. Esper is fucking cool. That's that. Shout out to Esper.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah, but I think we can now safely all wrap it here.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Yep, I think we ended on a good topic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone in here got a short dick, same difference.
Yeah, you too.
Yay!
Well,
But yeah, we're too fucking tired to be here.
I'll be honest. It's not that you have no dick. It's just inside.
we're too tired to be here.
Yeah.
Over.
We're too tired.
Happy Women's Day.
Happy Women's Day.
Women's Day.
Happy Whammon.
Yay. Bye bye.